My boyfriend turns his location off on Snapchat when he's at my house. The title says it all really. I know it's a bit weird, but my boyfriend, 24, normally always has his Snapchat location on. A couple of times I've noticed that when he's at my house, this is the third time I've noticed, he turns his location off or puts it on ghost mode so it doesn't show he's at my house. He doesn't always do this, but it kind of makes me wonder why sometimes he does and other times he doesn't. Just seems like a weird thing to me to think, oh hey, I'm at my girlfriend's now, time to turn off my location. He keeps it on all other times, when he's out, at work, at a friend's, etc. I just don't know why he wouldn't want people to know he's here with me. Anyone else do this or could maybe offer an explanation? I feel like I should ask him, but I don't want to appear confrontational. TDL, our boyfriend turns his location off while at my house sometimes. Am I overthinking? Update, so it's my birthday today and I spent the entire day with my boy. He had his location on Snapchat the entire time while being at my place. I checked when he arrived and once throughout the day while I was using the app. Turns out I probably was overthinking or looking into it too much. Smile, just in case anyone else is in a similar situation. I think it's important to not jump to conclusions. Like other comments have said, we tend to jump to the worst case scenario in our heads. Happy Friday, guys. I will never understand people who keep their location on for any app. It's an utterly bizarre and invasive option that does nothing but enable posts like this. Anyway, you're the side piece. Have you been dating long? Do you know his friends? Do people know you're together? How much do you really know about this guy? If you just started seeing each other, maybe he's not ready to put the relationship on blast. Maybe you are the side piece. Who knows until you ask. We dated last year for a couple months and started seeing each other again in June this year. I've met his friends and his family and he seems to be pretty open about our relationship, as in calling me his girlfriend to his friends, etc. It just really confuses me why he doesn't want the people he has on Snapchat to know he's at my house. Maybe it is to protect my privacy, but I somehow doubt it. Makes me think he doesn't want his other GF to see where he's at. Have you asked him? That's the thing, if he had another girlfriend then I feel he'd turn his location off when he's with her too, but he always seems to have it on, just turns it off sometimes when he's at my place. I've never noticed his location to be off, other than when he's with me, or it to be at a strange place I don't know, but then again I don't really check it that often. It might be that someone asked him if he wanted to hang out. He said something like he wasn't going out or had to work, and so he'd rather his friends or family don't realize that he chose to be with you. I really like this answer, in terms of plausibility. He doesn't want his friends to know he's blowing them off to spend time with his girl. Surprisingly common, I think. You really of course should ask him. My 31F, BF, 32M, said he wanted to marry me while we were having sex a few days ago, but nothing since. Should I take it seriously? Main question is the title. We were in the middle of having sex and I guess it felt really good because he said, I want to marry you. He and I have never discussed getting married. We've been official for about 9 months, living together for 6 months, known each other 3 years and dated unofficially / situationship for a good bit of last year, too. So I have reason to think maybe he is serious, but I really can't tell for sure. I am afraid to bring it up because I am still processing my own feelings and what I even want myself. I feel like it's too soon to be talking about getting married, but at the same time, I know I could see us being together for a long time / always. We have had our share of ups and downs and it makes it hard on me to have a solid idea yet on whether I want to marry him or not. I don't want to ask if he was serious because I don't want him to ask me how I feel about it yet for the reasons mentioned above. Should I take it seriously right now or wait until he says something else / brings it up again? The only reason I question it really is just because it was while we were having sex, and I told him even right then, if you want to talk about it, we should when we're not in the middle of having sex. Also, we've only been officially together for 9 months, despite our past together, and only living together for about 6. It just seems too soon for him to be serious about it. TLDR, BF said he wants to marry me during sex the other day. which he never has any other time. Should I consider that he is being serious or brush it off for now? Update: after some comments made here, I gently brushed on it with him today and he said he was being serious and he meant it. It is not something we are going to actively plan yet, but I did get an answer straight from him today, which is awesome. You answered your own question. I don't want to ask if he was serious because I don't want him to ask me how I feel about it yet for the reasons mentioned above. There's no need to force a conversation. Just let it go, and enjoy your relationship as it continues to deepen and evolve. At 6 months my now husband kept saying things like this in the heat of the moment. I'd laugh and say no you don't and continue. He's always act like he never said anything, i.e. I love you so much, I'm gonna marry you, I can't wait for our forever. I didn't push it. Inside I was obviously super happy, but I just let things advance slowly and naturally. We just got married a few days ago and it was the most magical night of my life. He may not be like my husband, but I've found that it's pretty easy to slip up and say things out loud when you think them in your head so often. That was our case. I think if he wasn't impaired/intoxicated there's probably some truth to it, but only time will tell. Good luck. My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years, and when we have sex and it's really good he always says he's gonna marry me. Take it as a compliment, but nothing too serious. I wish he would propose but we are only 22 lol. Either way if I was you I'd take it as a huge compliment. It means you make him feel so good and even though it's coming out of his lips it means he's thinking of you long term, not short term. Hopefully. I think if you aren't ready to have a conversation about where the relationship is headed, you don't have to bring it up. You feel like it could be a long-term thing, so just wait and see how you feel. This isn't the only time to have a conversation about whether you're interested in marriage. No, just carry on with life. People talk shit while having sex. Just wait till he brings it up. 45 meters, just found a text message between her, 42F, and her best friend's husband. So I had my girlfriend's phone because mine was dying and I was waiting for a FaceTime call from my son and a therapist. I texted the therapist with my number and put my phone on charge. Just wanted to give you the background of me having her phone. During the FaceTime with my son a text message kept popping up from Chris C and I would just scroll the message up and I continued the FaceTime. When it ended up looked at her messages and opened the one from Chris. The text said hey there sexy then miss you with a kissy face. I went back in the messages to see what the hell was going on. It was all flirty in my opinion. Stuff like happy Mother's Day sexy and can't wait to take you out. She replied hey handsome. They had some small talk then it went back to flirting like we should get it on. I need some love then with a kissy face. Then my girl replied with hearts we all need some love in love bug. She calls me love bug BTW. Then it was she's out of surgery. I'll let you know when she's awake. We should get together while she's out cold and have some fun with a kissy face and hearts. She replied we would need more than an hour lol. You know that sexy with a kissy face. It goes on and on. Then nothing for months. And happy Father's Day you handsome dad. He says thank you sexy. How's my other favorite girl doing? She answers just watching TV and thinking of you with a kissy face and hearts. Keep in mind I live with my girlfriend so this is all going on while we are together. Then he says I got to get you out one night with a devil face and kissy face. She replies just for one night lol. Some more bullshit small talk then nothing. Goes on until what I saw today. I called her out and she tells me it's her best friend's husband for like 20 years and they always joke around like that and tease his wife about it and he shows her the texts and they all laugh. I'm not fucking laughing and don't find any of it funny. Now since I brought it up it's all my fucking fault. Why did I look in her phone? I don't trust her, it's just a joke, it doesn't mean anything. His wife, her best friend, knows all about it and it's all in fun and a big joke and it's all on me now. So she's not talking to me and spun it on me so I'm the bad guy and she did nothing wrong and I asked if she finds any of that wrong or disrespectful and she just said it's a joke. It's nothing at all. I'm pretty fucking heated and not sure where to go from here. I have nowhere to go so I can't leave. Can't leave even for the night. No car at the moment so I can't go anywhere. Just fucking stuck here brewing sitting outside smoking cigarettes. texts. Any advice? Thanks for listening. Too long didn't read. Found flirty text messages on my girlfriend's phone. She sees nothing wrong with it. Make her prove his wife knows about it. Call her and ask on speaker with all four. Good idea. I'm so fucking heated right now. Just trying to calm down. It's pretty disrespectful of her, and under the circumstances I'd say it makes sense you snooped after seeing those kinds of suspicious messages. I definitely wouldn't be okay with my man talking to any other woman, never mind a best friend's spouse, like that, especially it happening for so long and behind my back. I feel like she knew you'd be reluctant to be okay with it, so she lied by omission, which is also on her. She didn't even want to take your boundaries into consideration because engaging in this behavior is more important to her than your feelings of relationship respect, trust, and security. Don't be gaslit. You did trample a boundary, but I don't think you did it out of insecurity or control, etc. Does her best friend really know? I'm skeptical. I really didn't, and I know looking at the text was wrong, but I was like, who is this guy and why does he keep texting her? My FaceTime call was only 30 minutes, so after I sat for a minute then was like, let's see what this guy Chris wanted. They got caught and she's deflecting. It's exactly what it looks like. Contact the wife. I'm on it. Thanks for the reply. Even if his wife knows about this, you're perfectly fine being upset with them joking like that, because that sounds like a total cop-out response. If his wife knew about it, then so should you, but she hadn't told you until you found out on your own, so clearly something isn't adding up there. That's what I'm thinking. If it's all one big joke, then why wasn't I in on this joke? It's nothing, she says. So if it's nothing, then why be so defensive and spin it on me? It's now all on me and she doesn't have time for my high school bullshit. Don't let her pass it off as a joke, because it's definitely not. One of those people who always give people the benefit of the doubt and won't leave until I have proof. If you're like that, then just call her best friend and ask her about it. I can almost guarantee that it's not a joke and that guy's wife doesn't know about it either. Even if you don't want to leave her for doing that, you should leave her anyways because of her reaction. Don't let her spin it on you. Or so, right? Thank you for the reply.